So as you probably just saw, I caved. And you might be thinking to yourself, Nick, that's one good looking PC. How did you cave? Well, I built my PC in the middle of the pandemic with 3 things in mind: aesthetics, value, and simplicity. And little by little, my setup has kept its aesthetic vibe. It has gone up in value a little bit, and I can't really call it simple anymore. I went for a no-nonsense white build, which is why the NZXT H510 was perfect for me. It's a mid-tower case with classic design, and it just spurs no nonsense while still producing that gamer vibe that NZXT provides. And let's get this out of the way before I see all the comments about it. Yeah, none of these cases have outstanding airflow, but the temperatures are really surprising. Keep in mind that I'm not rocking Threadrippers, which are closer to comparison to lava rather than a CPU. But before the 140mm ×2 intake fans on the H510 Elite, my previous case build was the stock 140mm and 120mm on the case. My CPU never went above 65, and all in all, it's been a great experience. Now that you know where I'm coming from, let's get into the review. The H510 Elite is the same size as its, let's call it, little brother, the H510 Not Elite. It has a tempered glass front panel, which allows the two 140mm AR RGB 2 fans to brighten everything up in a whirlwind of colors and also serve as intake, somewhat. The NZXT page prides themselves on well-engineered airflow, but let's just scuff at that. An all-steel build, dust filters, vertical mounting capacities, this USB-C front I/O, which I can't use because the motherboard doesn't support it, a PSU shroud, and behind-the-scenes curtain that hides all the cables, which for such a small build, I think NZXT gets a pat on the back for. This case comes with the same LED strips as the H510i, as well as the NZXT Smart Device V2 that powers all the built-in RGB, as well as the fans. For all intents and purposes, this is an H510 with bling, hence the Elite. There's a few main differences between the three. The front tempered glass panel and both of the 140mm fans, which will take the H510 to the eliteness of, well, the Elite. Basically, it's the $70 H510 with around $100 of RGB and fans, which I can actually value. I was debating between the Lee & 011 Dynamic, which is amazing in its own right, but I fell in love with the NZXT aesthetics and its size, which completely works for me. And well, I didn't want to pay another $300 on both RGB and fans. If you do have one and you completely went all out, you're a better person than I am. I've done a full case swap between that case and this case, so if you want to go check it out, you're more than welcome to. Finishing off, I'm very happy with how this looks. Since I started content creation and streaming, I've come to value aesthetics and, well, RGB a lot more. For me, the swap was completely worth it. And honestly, with the case environment these days, it's just personal preferences. Most cases have decent airflow, some don't, but these are absolutely fine. It's just a matter of deciding what you like. For me, choosing to stay in the NZXT environment was completely worth it. This case is amazing. And well, nowadays, most cases have decent airflow. It's just really personal preferences and what your choice is gonna be. That's not to say that there's a bunch of different cases with better specs and, well, different features. But there is a point of diminishing return, which for me was around $150, which is exactly what this case costs. If you guys think my PC looks cooler, leave me a comment down below, maybe give me a like and a sub. I will see you next time. I'm enjoying content creation so much, so hope I'll see you soon, and bye.